So I was thinking this week about how busy our lives can get, and that there are inevitably days that feel pretty crappy, and inevitably there are good days. And I think the myth that we tell ourselves sometimes, or that certainly that consumerism tells us, is that if we just did everything right or had all the right things, every day could be a 10. And that what is wrong with us, what it feels not 10, can be purchased or consumed in some way. And we're just not made to always be at a 10, friends. I know that's what we think we want. That's what we are often sold. It would make us great again if we did the right things, and everything would be better. But I think through some healing work that I've done myself, and I think what is available to us is to let some days be a 5. And some days will be a 0, y'all. Some days are hard, so we make it through the zeros. But they can't all be 10s either. We can't all be 0s and 10s. We can't all be the binary of 0s and 1s. Some days just have to be a 5. And so if you're having a day that's a 5, if you're having a day that nothing's terribly wrong, that nothing's amazingly awesome, that's okay. Most of our life should probably be a 5, and somewhere along the way we get the messaging that that's not good enough. I know the first time I heard this idea of having a day that's a 5, I was like, wait a second, 5, that's 50%, 50%, that's enough. That's not good enough. And that's some skewed thinking. Instead, we could embrace 5 as a more peaceful day, not maybe as stimulated as much of our life is in a world where we have access to constant stimulation. And when I think about and read and study the spiritual texts of old and think about the pace of life that they moved at, using Jesus as an example, his whole ministry was 3 years. And the amount of information and stories we have recorded would have only been a small section of that. So there's a lot of sort of in-between times, walking times, talking times, just sort of not doing a miracle, not getting crucified, but somewhere in between. So if you're having an in-between day, take heart. It's normal and appropriate. And I hope that you find some time to just embrace the 5 and be calm. Maybe you find yourself at a beach or on a mountain or in a forest or with the people you love, just being a 5. Grace and peace, friends.